There's this Twitch streamer named Ludwig, and he's involved himself in a bit of controversy. What did he do? Well, Ludwig invited his alcoholic friend to an event that involves playing Mario Kart and binge drinking. Yeah, I thought that sounded like a great idea too.
Hit home.
What?
And then settings.
Dude, you blew a .32.
The gear wheel settings.
Go back to You're 4x the driving limit.
Mango just blew a .32.
That is my go.
Hey, everybody! Mango just blew a .32!
Just to be clear, that is dangerous. That's not good. That's not good. That's dangerous.
Let's up those numbers!
Ludwig, he's not breathing.
Let's up those numbers!
Ever since that fatal stream, Ludwig has been rightfully getting called out for being irresponsible and acting like a terrible friend. A few days ago, Ludwig apologized for celebrating Mango's blood alcohol being super high, and in hindsight, that was in very poor taste.
We did cut off Mango on alcohol about an hour before stream ended, but I mean, he went into it really drunk. And I also personally apologize. I look back, it's very cringy now, but I was like applauding like him getting new PBs with his blood alcohol, which is like, you know, super poor taste, especially on hindsight.
Someone does something stupid, admits they were wrong, apologizes, and then we all go on with our day. Well, I guess Ludwig thought taking accountability was cringe or something because yesterday he decides to not shut the fuck up and go the double down route. Why don't we go ahead and see what he has to say?
Chat, there are going to be a lot more drama heads today, okay? I won't lie about it. It is what it is. But in this world, we can only control the things we can control, and I can't control my reputation. I can't control the way people feel about me.
The first issue I see is Ludwig acknowledging drama farmers in his chat, which will no doubt feed them, but it's the I don't control my reputation statement that stands out for me. Pretty simple concept, actually. You made a mistake, and that affected your reputation, which was caused by your actions and your actions alone.
Diesel, Ludwig didn't force Mango to drink a lot of alcohol. He just merely encouraged it.
Yeah, well, this is the equivalent of asking Keffels to watch your bottle of Percocet. Something bad is bound to happen. Unless there is a slander campaign against Ludwig, which there isn't, he has nobody to blame but himself for his reputation getting pissed on right now.
There's a perception of Mango that people have in their mind, but they don't actually care about him. I don't think they'll be in his stream when he's back to streaming in a month or whenever it is. And like, he was messaging me, he was like, Tectone followed me. Who the fuck is Tectone? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not a very genuine pursuit of the people who speak on Mango's behalf. And I know that because I speak to Mango, because I am still friends with him.
Guys, these commentary channels don't even genuinely care for Mango's well-being. Look in the direction that's not focused on me. Why does it matter if commentary channels genuinely care for Mango's well-being or not? They don't personally know him like you do. They do not have that type of relationship with him. Their job is to talk about online influencers doing stupid shit. So of course they're gonna cover you inviting an alcoholic to a drinking event. You even admit later in this response video that you don't really care about drama content being made about it. So why are you even making this point? Nobody's worried about what commentary YouTubers genuinely think about Mango's well-being. The focus is on you and how you treat people you are close with. This attitude of you guys don't care about him like I do is incredibly ironic since your actions did more damage to Mango than the commentary channels simply talking about the situation. Mango was banned on Twitch and made an ass of himself on a live stream. Mango is a grown-ass man that can make his own decisions, but none of this would have happened if you didn't extend the invite and push Mango to drink more. If I were to be in your shoes, well, if I had any friends, I wouldn't invite them to a binge drinking event while knowing they have an issue with drinking because I have a fucking brain.
I think a lot of people want me to take accountability. I think I said my piece on it. And I think if people don't fuck with me, that's totally chill. And if anyone in here don't fuck with me, I think that's totally chill. I actually don't mind that. I can't control that aspect. I don't need to be liked by people, but it is what it is.
I mean, you can prove you actually don't give a shit by not saying anything at all. When you constantly bring up the topic, you're only reinforcing to your audience that it does, in fact, bother you, that people think of you in a negative light.
I think my responsibility is to just like fucking keep trudging through life because the world keeps spinning and it doesn't stop. And like deal with Mango in a personal way, but it doesn't need to be public, especially if that's his desire, right?
Guys, Mango requested that this shit shouldn't be talked about anymore, so let's just stop talking about it, guys. We should just carry on, guys. Let's move on, because it's just a bad look for me and Mango. We gotta keep trudging through life, guys. And why are you still talking about what happened after Mango told you to stop talking about it? Personally, I think your first response was fine. You apologized, said in hindsight that was probably a stupid idea, and moved on. Oh hey look. Another fucking video on the situation. Despite the fact Ludwig said he wouldn't talk about it anymore, and Mango personally told him to not talk about it publicly. This ought to be good. I think this is response number 3 to the situation. First one was decent. The second one was not only unnecessary, but made Ludwig look like a dipshit. So I'm assuming number 3 is for saving face.
I'm bummed at how he's handling the current situation. I don't actually really understand how I could handle it better. I honestly think the big, like, there's no point, I think, in like trying to appease people who aren't even in the situation, you know?
And then why are you still talking about this shit? Again, if you really don't care, then move on. It's like you're continuously bringing up this topic to seek some sort of validation from your viewers.
I'm not rage baiting. I just wish he would say he shouldn't have had Mango at the event. I think we should have cut off Mango way earlier. I think I shouldn't have done the breathalyzers. That was dumb.
Yeah, the problem wasn't inviting an alcoholic to a binge drinking event. The issue was not cutting him off sooner. Amazing. This is like your third fucking response and you still don't get it. You shouldn't have been there in the first place. Anyways, Ludwig is smelly. Bye.